What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So we have a video of the recap of the Syracuse Syracon show. This show was about a little over a month ago. Didn't have a time, or not time, but I didn't have the room on my space on my desk to do this video. But now we have the time. I want to show you some stuff I got at that show and all that good stuff. So first things first, let's go ahead and do the awards, because I got quite a bit of awards. I did a community post and it was pretty cool. So let's go ahead and show you what we got. Alright, so let's go ahead and do third, second, and first place. So we're just go ahead and go to third place. So we got these pretty cool trophies. These, Syracuse. This is the 36th annual Syracon show. I did not know about the show until, well, recently this year. So third place, I got all my things written down here, which was the 66 VW Beetle. I have pictures of them on your screen, which is pretty cool. It's pretty surprised that one got third place, but that one had quite a bit of bottles in it. It was the street machine category. Another third place went to the 2022 Pennzoil NASCAR. This was in the race car category, so that's pretty cool. So that was for Joey Logano's NASCAR. Second place, we got a bunch of second place. This show I got the most awards, which is insane. So this one went to the 77 Chevy C10 pickup, which is very cool. That's the my newest one I built this year, the blue one. So that's pretty neat to see. That one was actually competing against my other C10. We got another second place, and this one went to the 29 Ford Model A sedan. This is the one that I built for Tom's Remember 69's appreciation build last year. So that's pretty cool. That one got second place. And then another second place. This is the last one. This one went for the 23 Ford Mustang, the Horizon Hobby one, which is pretty cool. So I got a bunch of my NASCAR builds in the race category. So those were all competing against each other. And then we got first place. We got 3 first place awards. And this one went to the 99 Ford Taurus NASCAR. So the NASCAR categories, they had NASCAR category B and A. I'm not really sure how that really works, because they had 6 awards for the race car category. So this was category A, I believe. Yeah, category A. So yeah, I'm not really sure how that worked, but because they passed out 6 awards, so all 3 of my NASCAR builds actually got an award, which is kind of funny. And then 3 more got awards, which is kind of insane. And I didn't really know what that was about, but I'm not complaining. Another first place. This one went to the 66 Chevy C10. This is my carbon fiber truck. This is with Miguel's chassis. And so the second place one, which is the C10, the 77. That was my latest one. Again, like I said, those 2 were competing against each other because they were in the same class. So that's pretty cool. I got first and second place in that class. And then the last one, this is the last award. This was the 2018 Air Atom. This is the Air Atom, the 3D printed version of the car. This is very cool. This is a 3D printed, and this is actually, we got first place. This is actually the second award that model got, which is pretty cool. So very cool. My Cartoon Network NASCAR got a bunch of awards. The carbon fiber C10 to 66 C10, that one got every single show that truck went to got first place, which is insane. So I think that truck is done going to shows until I go to Acme one of these days. Then I'll bring it on to Acme. But yeah, very cool. So let's go ahead and do some stash ads. So this was a Syracon show. It was basically IPMS. IPMS is like a big modeling club around in the United States. And IPMS, they're about, they're everything related modeling: cars, trucks, tanks, military, planes, figures, dinosaurs, whatever. If you saw my slideshow of that video, there was pretty much literally everything, every single category of model related. There's figures there, dinosaurs, there was like sci-fi, there was everything, like tanks, military, planes. There was like Gundam, everything. There's all kinds of stuff there. So the swap meet had a lot. I would say most of the swap meet was about, most of it, I want to say most of it was like tanks. And then the second half of it was like cars. It was just mainly tanks and cars. I didn't see too many cars at that show, but but at this show I got a lot of tanks because on my channel I do tanks sometimes. So first things first, we got a couple tanks, and the first tank that kind of drew my attention, which was this one. I'm not going to pronounce the names because I can't really pronounce names too well of tanks because, I don't want to pronounce it wrong, but this is actually a very cool one. This is more of a basic tank from Tamiya. This one is only 10 bucks. It's 1/35 scale. I believe it is. It should be. This is a normal popper scale of tank model, military tanks. But this is a very cool one. Very cool. It's a very simplified kit, but yet very detailed. It is an older kit from Tamiya, but yeah, I only got it for 10 bucks. Not bad, and this is very cool. So that was the first one that I picked up, and from the same seller, I went ahead and picked this one up as well. This is a really strange tank. This is such a weird tank. If you look at a tank, and if you can basically just tell me which tank will scare me the most, I think this is the one that will probably scare me the most. Pretty cool about this one is the seller. This is the same seller that I bought my last one from. He had two of these. He had two of this, basically the same tank, but one was this one, this particular brand. I'm not really sure what this brand is. I hope it's good. And he also had the Tamiya version. The Tamiya version was more basic. This one has a full interior. So this one he was only selling it for 25, I believe. Yeah, I think it was like 25 bucks. And the Tamiya one he was selling it for 20. So I figured I might as well just spend $5 extra and just get the one that has more detail. So yeah, so we got this one, even though you're not gonna see much of the interior anyway, unless I do keep, they're cool, we'll just open doors. So maybe we'll keep doors open. But yeah, I figured this one because, well, it has more detail and it's only $5 more. So why not? You might as well spend the extra $5 to get more of a detailed version. But yeah, very cool. This is a really strange tank. I'm not really sure what war, well, I'm assuming World War II, but I'm not really sure what country this tank was from. But this one is just scary looking. I mean, it has two turrets. What the heck? So I thought that was pretty cool. That kind of drew my attention. And then from the same seller, but later on in a day, I did not see it there. He had it kind of hidden. This thing really drew my attention. This thing is insane. The KF-51. This is a modern tank. If you're talking about modern tank, this is modern as they will get. I mean, literally LED lights, digital camo. This thing is insane. And he was selling this one for 35. Yeah, 35 bucks. I thought it was 45. Yeah, 35 bucks. And this kit, I looked up this kit on eBay or on Google. This is a $60 kit. Like literally $60 kit. And this thing is literally packed to the rim. I mean, look at this thing. And it has the the masking for the digital camo, and that's how this tank comes in. They're all in digital camo, and this thing is insane looking. 35 bucks, and I just can't complain. I mean, this is a $60+ kit all day. This is just incredible. Not really much you can do to this tank for weathering wise, because well, this tank hasn't been in a war, and hopefully it doesn't go into war. We're just hoping for that, but it's I believe it's a Korean tank, if I'm not mistaken, or German. Yeah, I think it's a German or Korean. I'm not really sure what tank this is. It's either one of those countries, but this is insane. This is just really cool. Here's the top half of it. So yeah, very cool. So I got 3 tanks from that one seller. This one was from. Who was this from? This is from Hobbytown. I did not know Hobbytown was there. until I saw his logo after I bought this tank. Because this kit was quite expensive. I mean, I probably wouldn't pay for it, but I kind of felt bad because when someone tells you a price, I don't want to put it back and say, you know, I'm not that rude. But I paid for it because I know the history of this tank because I learned it in school, in high school, which was this bad boy. It was $50. Yes, it was kind of expensive, but this is a brand new kit. It's a brand new kit, and it came from Hobbytown, USA. They had a booth there, so I didn't see their logo there until I bought it. I was like, oh, well, that's probably why it's so expensive. But the main reason why, because if it was a normal tank, I would probably put it back if I didn't know the history of it. But I learned this war in history. This tank, I believe this is Korean, and that yeah, I'm not sure what war this is. It might have been Korean. I know, German. It's right there, German. Duh. This is a German tank, and the cool thing about this war is German. They were not prepared for this particular war. I believe it was not. It wasn't World War II. I'm not really. It's hard. I can't remember what war this was. It was some kind of war, and they were in it, and they were not really prepared for it because this tank, as you can see, is not really, you know, much cover behind it. Literally, one tank missile hits this, everybody in this tank will be dead because there's no protection. So the cool thing about this tank and the history of this thing is this particular tank, they were basically like kittens. They were hiding because that's the only way they can protect themselves. So what they'll do is they'll back this tank into like a pile of bushes or in the woods somewhere, and they will literally cut tree branches, piles of bushes, and they will bury this tank from the front, and they will just cover it with bushes and tree branches or whatever they can find, and just camouflage them as much as possible. Because in this war, I believe it was German and not German, but I think it was Korean or in the U.S. I know definitely U.S., but in our country was taking care of the air. I mean, the air was just taken over by the U.S. and another country, and these guys did not have no planes. They weren't prepared. So if these guys get spot, they were going to be goners. So I have a really cool diorama plan for this kit. So I picked it up for $50. I mean, there's way more than I want to pay for it, but it's a cool tank. It has a cool history to it, and this is so cool looking. And there's other ways you can paint it in the green or in the snow. You have yeah, this is pretty cool. This is a cool tank. It's very, very crazy looking, but you know, not really much production of this thing. So I have a cool diorama plan for this. I'm gonna get some real bushes and tree branches. I'm gonna cover this up like they had it, you know, like they're backed into the bushes, and they basically have to wait for the enemies to come to them because they can't go to the enemies because always they'll get blasted and they're all goners. So it's a pretty cool history of that tank. Then the last one I got, this is very cool. This is a really insane tank. And when I say insane, you'll see it. There it is. This thing is incredible. This tank, when I opened this kit at the show, because, you know, I kind of sat down, I want to see what's in it. I kind of peeked over it too before I bought it because it was open. This thing is insane. It has photo edge in it. It has a badge in it. It has a bunch of crazy stuff into it, and the instructions for this kit is insane. Insane. Yeah, look at this. There is so much to this, and this kit is packed to the rim. This thing weighs about 4 pounds, 5 pounds, I want to say. This kit is it's not light. This is a heavy kit. And when I say packed to the rim, I mean it is literally packed. And yeah, the instructions on this kit, look at all the parts. So we'll bring this in so you can, there we go. Look at this. You got even a photo edge. I mean, this is insane. And all the instructions is in color. I believe it is made from Mega, M-I-G. But this is just, or they're partnered with them at least. But it shows you all different paint jobs, paint versions, ways you can paint this thing. This is just the instructions alone is like, holy cow. I'm actually digging the snow version. But yeah, that one, there's tons of ways you can paint this, and look at this. Like, this thing is literally, this thing's insane. Oh, I cannot wait to build this. This is gonna be a really fun build. Yes, there's a lot of parts, and this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a fun kit. And you will not believe the price I pay for this. I only paid $35 for it. $35 for it, and I looked up this kit. This kit is like an $80 kit, or 65 or something like that. Yeah, $35. I just could not pass up the price. I had to get it. This thing is insane, and this thing is just too cool. And yeah, man, this is really cool. So there is my stash ads from the Syracuse show. Again, it is just all tanks, because I literally didn't see any car models that I kind of called my name. There was tons of tanks. I was like, dude, I love doing tanks. I'm gonna pick up as many tanks as possible, and this is just insane. And yeah, I got multiple kits. I got at least 2 kits that are worth like $60+ for only $35, and it's just insane. But I'm looking forward to doing some of these. I really want to do a couple tanks next year. I want to do one this year, but that didn't happen. But hopefully next year I'll get around to do at least one tank, because tanks are fun. Tanks are really fun, and they're a lot easier. Like, for me, they're easier to do than cars. They kind of gives me a break from doing cars. Cars, you got make sure your paint job's nice and clean and stuff. And tanks, you really assemble the whole thing. You can paint all one unit, and the best part is just weathering these things. Tanks are so fun. Can't wait. But this is it, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and those who love tanks, you're in for a treat on my channel. But those who don't, I'm sorry, but I love doing tanks, and they're fun once in a while. But yes, don't worry, I'm a car person. My channel is all about car models, but tanks is definitely not taking my channel. No, I'm always gonna be cars, but tanks are always fun, and I love doing them. But all right, guys, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed, and until my next video, we'll catch you guys next time.